collecting retro consoles needs to be addressed, because I don't think that anyone actually talks about this, and they should. Look, I've been reading each and every comment, and about half of you fine people are in this hoarding slash collecting mentality that I myself have fallen into. And there's no sugarcoating it. We're like addicts. It's like somebody came to us and said, come on man, the first one's for free, come on, take it, it's yours. Here's a discount voucher, you'll get it on Temu or AliExpress for 70% of the price. You need this mother flipper. And so we bought our first console, right? But then you tried something with it, like modding it, and you messed it up. In my case, I ripped the battery connector. So then of course you bought another one, and now you have two mother flippers. And you lie to yourself, you say, oh, well, in this case, the first one is for parts. I saw a lot of cases on Reddit. The screens go bad, they're super fragile, blah, blah, blah. They really don't go as bad as people say. In fact, they are more durable. This one has been dropped like 10 times. I don't even see scratches on it. But let's say that having a second one for parts is good for peace of mind, right? Then why the hell do I have two more now? Why do I even have a cosmic blue? I ripped into the Anbernic RG556 for their crappy transparent blue, and I somehow have a cosmic blue handheld now. And the answer to this is pretty simple. Because we're down the rabbit hole. Because at one point we were given a first taste of a very beautiful thing. A thing that shocked us on how nice it is, and the Miyoo Mini Plus had this effect to it. Everybody was like, oh my god, this is the best $50 that I ever spent. And then you continue chasing that high like drug addicts, and then you're like, maybe the traditional retro gray one will give me that same satisfaction. It's gray, it's awesome. Oh my god, I almost feel that childhood glimpse of happiness that I haven't felt since I became dead on the inside, but then it just ends up collecting dust on your nightstand. So you know what, you think that, okay, now I should pick the whole of the color options, the one that I was never ever crazy about, but I'm guilty to admit that it looks like fun. It looks like something that I would have enjoyed as a kid. I would have loved this transparent shit. Maybe it's similar to being attracted by a girl that you don't really like, but somehow you develop a crush for it along the way. Maybe I should try. After all, it's only $50, right? Right? And by this point you're beyond saving, because right now you're just a middle-aged guy with 4 of these freaking things, and you simply don't know what to do with them, because they all fulfill the same purpose, and the only difference between them is just a minor superficiality, and you end up chasing that dragon, that next high that you get from these retro consoles. Does it remind you of a dependency, of an addiction? Because it should. We're all addicted. I'm addicted, you're addicted, probably even the guys that build these things are addicted. Nostalgia is one hell of a drug, my friends, and it's up to us to realize if we want to get over it. I know I don't, and if you're bored with this conversation, you can click off, because I'm gonna get a bit philosophical. Everything in this life is dopamine. Everything that you do and everything that I do, it's centered around getting satisfaction, pleasure, serotonin, and dopamine. You're either happy and satisfied or you're not. And this conditions us to always chase that carrot. That's why we have careers, that's why we have relationships, that's why we have freaking kids, spouses, that's why we lie to ourselves that the passing of time doesn't terrify us. It's all because of that dopamine high. So buying these freaking things, this is way better than doing drugs, depending on which drugs. Some of them aren't really that bad, but this is beyond the scope of this channel. But basically, this is not a hobby that will actually cause harm to you or your mental state or your body. It might make you ride the nostalgia bunny for a while, maybe for a few years, maybe for a few decades. But hey, this means that these are a few decades where you're less prone to falling into other societal traps. You know what? I think that this is an addiction. Nostalgia itself is one hell of a drug. But you know what? I don't think that we should stop. We should continue chasing this white rabbit until we realize that we have too many of these things and we start selling them off and we buy new fancier ones along the way. And we continue doing this until we're old and decrepit and we have nephews and we try to push them on them. Here, play some Super Mario, you young, small mother flipper. I'm not jealous at your age. I'm not jealous that you're young and I'm decrepit and old. You little shit. These are made to be shared and these are made to be propagated. Plus, we are the last generation to actually want to play the old consoles, I feel. Do you think for a second that kids born in 2030 will ever give a shit about Contra and Dr. Mario? Of course they won't. They'll be like, what the hell is this basic, unentertaining thing? I can't even virtualize these old games in my AR contact lenses. What should I do with this, grandpa? Shove it up your soul. So yeah, my fellow retro addicts, welcome to the club. I'm Vlad, shake my hand. I love you very much. Make sure to subscribe, because we are friends, and we need to stick together. Hell, from one addict to another, we need to talk about our addictions. Did you play Contra today? You should. Contra is awesome. You can find it in the NES section. Do it. If you liked this video, give me some more watch time so YouTube notices me, and watch this other video over here. Love you very much.